Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the My Unique Curiosities Podcast. I am your unique host, Sean Hill. And y'all, we have finally made it to the finale of the pornography series. Did you learn anything? Do you now know some of the dangers that porn is having? Good. Now, I want to thank each and every one of you for mustering the courage to just listen to a lot of stuff I had to say. A lot of the stuffs in which I mentioned are not easy to hear. So I thank you for having the courage to even just listen to it. So today is the most important episode of this whole series, and that is the solution. Now, a lot of the solutions are coming from different sources, and some of them are my opinion. So if there's anything in which you're in disagreement with, or you feel like it should be added to the list, please, I would like to hear it in the comment section. So the solution is geared towards porno addiction and how can we mitigate, how can we slow down the fast-paced growth of human trafficking. So let us begin first with the porno addiction. So first though, in order for us to curb, for anybody that has a porno addiction, in order for you to curb the addiction, we first need to make what was unconscious conscious. What you are unaware of, we must first make aware. So, what are some of the symptoms, some of the warning signs of someone who is addicted to porn? Now, I have eight things that I'm going to mention, and I want you to truthfully answer yes or no. Now, you're the only one that's going to be answering these questions, so there is no reason for you to be dishonest. Step one, are you unable to stop watching porn? Or are you unable to stop engaging in the behaviors you watched on porn, such as choking someone, slapping, spitting, etc.? Number two, do you crave it? Does it change your mood, agitate you if you're not able to view or engage in that sexual behavior you saw on porn? Number three, do you become angry, hostile, or irritable when asked to stop watching porn by a loved one? Even me, are you upset with me when I ask you to stop? Number four, are you keeping your porn viewership a secret from your loved ones, significant others? Number five, do you feel you are living a double life or a secret life because of your porn use? Is it making you feel guilty, ashamed, and you're working hard to hide your porn viewing from others? Number six, have you received a negative consequence from your porn use? Did you lose your job or your relationship because of it? And even after, you still could not abstain from it. Number seven, do you lose track of time? Does time just seems to fly by when you watch porn? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours in that day. And last, number 8, what kind of porn are you watching now? Is it hardcore BDSM? Is it bestiality? Is it child porn? The older tame porn does nothing for you anymore. You have built a tolerance, which is why you ended up on one of these categories. Am I correct? Now, I would say if you fell into any of these categories, you are addicted. Now, there are 5 steps that is going to go towards your healing. But I want you not to panic because I know what you're thinking right now. And that is that you are alone in this. But you are wrong. The porn industry is worth $100 billion, more than the NBA, NFL, MLB, Netflix combined. In the US alone, it generates $13 billion. Every second at every moment, 28,258 people are watching porn. In 2019, 5,824,699,200 hours of porn were watched on Pornhub alone. Roughly 11% of men and 3% of women reported some agreement with the statement, "I'm addicted to porn." These are only the ones who self-reported. How about the ones who have not reported? What do you think that number will be? So believe me, you are not struggling alone. So have no shame. You are not a bad person. You just got caught up. So step 1 is the hardest step towards your healing, and that is acknowledgement. Let me be the first to tell you, I'm proud of you. It took a lot of courage to do just that. Step 2. Usually a porn obsession is not actually just about satisfying a sexual need. Usually you're having a hard time dealing with a overwhelming emotion, pain, and you see porn as an escape. I want you to really ask yourself now, why are you watching porn? What emotions do you feel before watching? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel incapable of attracting the opposite sex? Are you depressed? Do you have anxiety? This is self-awareness. This is the most vital question that you need answer in order to curb your addiction, so you can find a new habit that will help you deal with that emotion. Step 3, join a support group of people who are recovering just like you. You got platforms like Fortify and Reboot Nation who have tens of thousands of people healing and recovering. This will speed up your recovery. Step 4, you have to tell someone you trust and love. The people who love you wants the best for you. The larger your support group, the better. Also get therapy. Therapy will help you alter your negative emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. And the last step, 5, join a group, a community of people who dedicate themselves to educating others of the harm of pornography and the detrimental effects that it had on them. If you watched my porn series, episode 2, I spoke on how my porn viewership led me to having to think about pornography while engaging with real partners in order to maintain an erection, taking me out of the present moment and into a dark one. I quit cold turkey after some time, and I started my research on why that happened to me. I came across a nonprofit organization called Fight the New Drug, who has tons of brave men and women who spoke on their experience with porn. Plus, they provide tons of scientific research papers proving the harm that porn has. They have inspired me to make this series. Now you have a story to tell. I advise you, join a group that's sharing their story and you do the same. Or if you're comfortable enough, start a YouTube channel. Speak on your experiences. You have an obligation now to help as many people as you possibly can. So do not waste your story. So I hope that helped the ones that needed to hear that message. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here for you. My audience is here for you, no matter how small we are. So please, get yourself right. All right, so how do we mitigate? How do we reduce sex trafficking? I got two ways, my opinion. One, we must eliminate the demand. We must chop the head off of the snake. And the head is our viewership of pornography and the porno addictions that come with it. Now, majority of our disordered sexual desires are coming from pornography. And like I mentioned in other videos, how else are people getting the idea of loving to see their significant other be dominated by another man? It's called a cuck, a voyeurist, someone who enjoys seeing their wife have sex with another man. People that are addicted to porn have a higher percent chance of becoming bisexual. Where else are we getting all this choking, spitting, pissing, lick my feet, putting you in the dog cage, all types of crazy things? And then for the people who weren't watching porn before, that did not have no interest in having sexual encounters with children, when they started watching porn and became addicted, and the tame porn that they begin watching no longer does it for them, they then start to watch child pornography, and now they are interested in engaging in sexual activities with children. 40 to 80% of people who watch sexually explicit material from children end up abusing and molesting a child. How else they're coming from? They're coming from these disordered sexual desires of porn. So as long as we continue to create the demand for pornography, we are going to perpetually exploit children and women. Now, I believe it will be a big blow to the porn industry if half the population would just simply stop watching pornography. I think it makes it a little bit more easier if everybody is more aware of what they are contributing to every time they watch pornography. I really don't know how you move on in good faith if you know all of this and don't even want to attempt to try to curb your addiction. So this message is really geared towards the men because we are the main consumers. We are the demand. Women and children are the supply. So men, stop. You're supposed to be out here conquering the world, getting to your goals, crushing your dreams. Not sitting down with some lotion, unable to stop yourself from gazing at a screen. Ooh! All right, so the second thing, my opinion, is men and women, we need to work together. We need each other. Stop letting society tell y'all women that y'all don't need no man. Stop letting them tell you we F boys and all of this and just go get money. And vice versa. Men, stop letting society tell us that, oh, they just hoes, they this and that, go get your money, F them. No. The nuclear family right now is being destroyed because of it. More than ever now, we have all these children living in single family households that don't know what love is. All they know is divorce and separation. We can't have this. We need this generation to see love. And then they're looking at pornography and they're seeing what sex should be. And all they're seeing is themselves and other people should be objectified. That is not the generation in which we want to bring about. So for the ladies also, being a baby mama is not cool. It is not cool at all. Now, I know there's circumstances in which you cannot control. I get it. But for the ones that are trying to trap men, and for the ones that are just being careless of who they sleeping with, got to do better. Because when you have a child that's living in a single family household, they are more susceptible to being trafficked. We need a man in the household. And at the very least, have a male role model so that you can be helped to teach the child how to properly live. Now, I stand corrected. This was updated. I said on the last video that 350,000 children go missing every year in America. It's actually 460,000 now. Children every year are missing in America. And that is unacceptable. 90% of homeless and runaway children comes from fatherless homes. And remember what we saw on episode 6. 1 in 3 children who run away from home are approached by a trafficker in 48 hours. Ladies, please think about this. The next man you choose to have a baby with, who you really don't even want to be with in the first place. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for reaching the finale of the pornography series. I hope you can appreciate all my effort I put into this. So now you know more about the dangers of pornography, the majority of the population. So now you have an obligation to share all of these videos. Please do your part. Even this small gesture, if you're able to save just one person or one child, then you made a difference. Till next time, y'all, make sure to question why it's being used on your part every single day. Peace.